back to the Yankees dynasty. We have officially reached season 10, the 2034 campaign. We will take on the team that eliminated us last year and ended up winning the World Series. Not much different than 2017, the Houston Astros. And as we look on opening day, these are some of the projected numbers from some of the guys we've picked up, including Christian Campbell, who we just happened to snatch up right before spring training started. Christopher Stockton is not in the Major League roster. Why are you projecting him to be the team leader in batting average? MLB the Show, get it together. You're drunk. James Pickett, though, definitely probably will be the leader in OPS. I don't know if 41-year-old Aaron Judge is going to lead our team in home runs, but we shall see. This is the second opening day matchup in this series for Houston and New York facing one another, and both of them happen after one or the other has won the World. Emmanuel Salazar is going to be the man on the mound to start the 2034 campaign. As I can barely hear myself over the train tracks. Jeez, Houston, can you be any more rude? As Anthony Volpe, unfortunately, bounced to Jacob Melton, who threw him out on a jump toss. A little bit of an unnecessary jump, but he made the play nonetheless. Here's Kevin Fader, who will pop this one up into right field, almost foul territory, but it lands just fair for a base hit. Yeah, you shake your hands because you didn't exactly hit that with the most oomph there, sir. Robert Ullman batting third. Played pretty well last year. Hell, he's played pretty well ever since we've had him up here on the Major League roster. Just been a solid guy to have, and because this is the lefty lineup, that is why he is batting third. Campbell will bat fourth and get his first plate appearance as a Yankee since following the last 9 years in Boston. Dominguez, Pickett, Jones, Judge, and if I am not mistaken, is Roderick Arias, I think, at the bottom of the lineup. Campbell will fly this one to straight away center. A little more shallow than normal as DeAndre Ayton makes the catch. Ayton, the cousin of Cam Newton, former Heisman Trophy winner. And of course, Hunter Green back to make another opening day start for this Yankee squad. He is looking to make history and become the latest pitcher to win 3 straight Cy Young Awards.
Leading off for the Astros.
You saw Randy Johnson, the last individual to do that, where he won 4 straight from the end of last century to and through the beginning of this one. As Ayton will fly out. Shit, a singular pitch, man. Damn.
Second baseman.
Could have shown a little bit more plate discipline by swinging to something else. Yes, I'm going to talk smack to this Astros team. Elliott, the reigning MVP, Diego Cabrera, Albert Hayashi, Elvis Dominguez, Cam Smith, George Valera, Brandon Valenzuela, and Jacob Melton at second. There's Jared Elliott, who unfortunately is going to take a huge whiff at a Hunter Green slider, or slurve as a matter of fact, to get out of here. Cabrera, the MVP, will bounce it to second, and unfortunately, he will only see a single pitch before he is set down. That is a good thing. Rather him not hit one out of here. Dominguez will deposit this ball into right field over the line as the right fielder can't seem to come up with it. Dominguez is not hustling the third. I thought he'd run it out, but at age 31, he ain't trying to run all that hard. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. As James Pickett bounces this one down the third base line and into the left field corner. That'll score Dominguez anyway. He'll stay put at first. That is the 4th straight opening day that he has 1 or more hits and an RBI that dates back to his MLB debut back in 2030. Spencer Jones, unfortunately, strikeouts, so he will not be able to advance Pickett. And here is the captain, 41 years old, still getting hits. Till this day, he is the 4th Yankee all-time with 2,500 hits. That is not 25. 02. That was actually a 25-02. He already hit 2,500 at the very end of last season as Lee Bunning will strike out. It turns out Lee Bunning is playing second. Yes, I made the organizational decision to move him to second base for the simple fact that he can field. He just doesn't have an arm And I'd rather have your arm be weak in the infield than in the outfield, or at least at second base, where you're not making a ton of, really long throws where you need to, get it out there. Sure, he can be the cutoff man for a right fielder, but I'm going to assume Volpe will probably snatch that ball up, or whoever plays short this season, as Spencer Jones gets to second here in the fourth. And the captain will bounce one into his former defensive position. And unfortunately, he hits it a little bit too hard, and Jones will stay put at third. Here's Bunning, taking a huge whiff at this fastball into right field. It'll bounce. And Judge might be scoring. He is. He's going to come around to score from first. And 41-year-old legs showing some oomph early in the season. I would not expect this later in the year. As Robert Ullman will bounce one up the middle and score the runner from second. It is now 5-0 here in the fourth inning, as the defending champs are just not looking good. And they'll bounce one to first, and unfortunately, we will finally. Green is looking like he is in midseason form. He's not giving up a run, only 1 hit and 5 strikeouts, not walking a single batter. As you see, Elvis Dominguez named the 2033 World Series MVP. Unfortunately, this ain't the World Series, my man. It's opening day. You got to come with it. And back-to-back punch-outs to end the inning. Green, 7 strikeouts so far. He might go the complete game here on opening day. As here's Bunning. He gets a hold of a fastball from Jim Hanna. Sends it out 416 feet. A man not known for his power really at any point in time, but remember, his first professional pitch that he saw was a grand slam back in Double-A well back in 2026. So, he likes to start off the season hot. Whether he ends that way is a whole nother story, as he doesn't have very many double-digit home run seasons. So you get a double-digit ton of green, 10 strikeouts to start off the regular season. We're going to get a little bit of a deeper look at some of the players on the team, such as Christian Campbell. Again, he was just sitting out there in free agency to almost start the beginning of spring training. And, oh, man, Jacob Melton throws it in the left field. Runner from third, I'm assuming that is Judge. Now they will score. Sorry, that is Pickett.
Now
will score
number
third following the error. But, yeah, we signed Campbell, I believe, on a 1-year deal. So, being that we only have 1 year left in this series, it's not going to hurt us any which way. We also picked up some other key free agent pieces who you will see later on in the episode, as the Astros finally strike on the board. Elliott will fly this one up the shallow right, as Arias will chase it down to make the catch. And, Dominguez gets a hold of this one deep to right field. A leap by Jones. It is not going to be caught. Astros cut the deficit to just 1. It is 3-2 as the defending World Series champs look to pick up their first victory of the season. But we've got anything to say about it. Grady, Campbell, Fader, and the Yankees are 2-0 to start the regular season. I know we got 160 more to go, so don't go nowhere, okay? The whole season will show up. As you can see, Roki Sasaki was the other key free agent piece. Coming off a Cy Young last year, Kyle Tucker sends this one to right field as we are facing the 2029 World Series champion Cubs. It's Roman Anthony, who signed in free agency. I think he was one of the first guys to sign as the Cubs look to get back in the World Series contention. They're up 2-0. Dive on the ground by the shortstop, and not going to get Judge. It's too early in the season for that. As Lawrence McGowan has his perfect game broken up, and the no-hitter as well. Cleveland Hackler strikeout on a Reggie Smith changeup as he looks to get back in the Cy Young contention. But most importantly this season, we are looking to end this series with a World Series championship. As Aaron Judge is 41. We got him the one back in 2028. That was a bit of a doozy. So I wanted to make sure that I did just about everything possible, but also within reason to make us contenders. I felt like I did that with Sasaki, the signing of him. Volpe is still a good offensive threat as, oh man, Kyle Tucker dives and can't come up with the ball. He has to run all the way towards the wall to retrieve it. Volpe easily end up with a triple despite the overthrow to the second baseman. That's his first triple of the year, where he led the league in triples last year. So he's got plenty more in the early 30-year-old legs. And unfortunately, Kevin Fader will not be able to beat his former squad, as unfortunately we suffer a major injury. Roger Arias fractured his foot. This almost seems similar to Jason Dominguez when we lost him back in season 1, but we have a replacement, and that being George Lombard is obviously a possibility, though he's not our third baseman any longer. He will play against righties, and against lefties, Lee Bunning is already set there to be sort of a secondary leadoff. Come on! Hunter Green out for 3 months with a dislocated shoulder. Why does that shoulder keep popping out? This is not the first time this has happened. He's had this happen in the last 2 postseasons as well. Fortunately, it was the postseason because, he won the Cy Young, but damn! Can we survive
the designated hitter,
the
number
injury
99,
to our ace? Aaron Judge will step to the plate against Alejandro Rosario, a player we have seen earlier in the series, I believe in the postseason. Official scorers calling that a base hit. Rosario, I believe that's like very distant relation to Ahmed Rosario. That won't matter. He now is running into some trouble. His family cannot help him with a bases loaded situation. We would get a run. Volpe bounces Lombard back to Fader, and we get the double play to get out of the 5th. Texas would end up winning this ball game, unfortunately. And we'll jump into one of our first divisional matchups against the Baltimore Orioles, a team that signed players like Riley Green, still have Jackson Holiday, still have Gunnar Henderson. As we let a wild pitch get away from us from Roki Sasaki. What was it, second and third? And Jackson Holiday shows us why he has stayed in Baltimore these last 11 years? Holy smokes, he's been here a long time. How has his face not aged? Like, not one bit. He's been here, 11, 12 years, and he has not aged a single day. He still looks 18 or 14. Anyways, Grayson Rodriguez gets Baltimore out in this half of the inning, but man, the offense really came through for him. 11-3 in the victory. As we face one of the more interesting nickname players in the league, Bart Beef Wellington. Yes, Beef Wellington, drafted back in 2025, and one of the top starting pitchers in the 25 draft. He will get a double play. And Maurice Robert will smack one up the middle, allowing the Yankees to tie the ball game as the runner scores from third. It's 1-1.
The batter, number 11.
To be honest, this is the first real time we've seen the Chicago White Sox be good. They were solid last year. They didn't make the playoffs, but this could be one of those years where Chicago finally has rebuilt their team after a very long time of just not being all that good. And Campbell smacks one up the middle. A diving stop. Throw over the first baseman's head from their knees. That is an E6. You are putting on the notebook. Emerson Fodor floats this one to center as Dominguez is playing center. Dude, I know you were a center field prospect, but come on, anybody in their right mind is not putting you in center, even though you do have good defense at this point and a very good arm. And I guess the manager just said, listen, somebody needed a day off, throws it back into the infield. We are not going to get that runners from third. They have taken the lead for 3. Here's Evan Carter, a couple of years removed from being a Texas Ranger. He has really helped spark the Chicago White Sox rebuild. Chu Yan, one of our lefty arms, is unfortunately yet another hit. Come on, get it together, man. Like, we sent you out there, but you got pretty damn good pitch clutch. Kyle Teal, longtime White Sox, rolls one up the middle. Dominguez, throw to the plate, not even close.
Jordan.
White Sox up 5-3 in the ball game. And then there's Jordan Beck. Oh, my goodness. Come on. The bullpen is choosing a hell of a time to fall apart. I probably shouldn't complain because it's early in the year. I guess I'd rather you get all this crap out of the way now as we finally get out of the 8th inning. But, yeah, a very disappointed look on Chu's face. The White Sox do win this one, 5-2, and we start off the first month of the season at 500. It's very early. We're only half a game out of the division, so let's not lose our shit. Boston Barrow comes to the dish. He's got the bases loaded. Watanabe, Chin, and I could not see what that last individual was, and it won't matter because they might come across the plate to score, given how far Dominguez has to run to the wall. That is a bases clearing double from Boston Barrow. His 11th double of the year, and in case you're wondering about Bobby Witt Jr., he is a solid player at this point, long since past his prime, where he's stealing bases, a multiple-time All-Star and Gold Glove winner, and obviously won the batting title back in 2024, but that was real life. And Guzman, who is a guy I drafted, I believe, back in 2027, is our 4th or 5th starter, as Aaron Judge will smack this one into the right field gap. We were down 1, and now we have officially tied the ball game on a double. The captain clears the bases. Omar Cannon drops the bunt. Brady retrieves it and underhand tosses it to first. The
Second baseman
will advance to second. Some smart small ball, something we do not see in today's game. Not in real life, and definitely not 10 years in the future, as Sherwood Witt will ground out. Can't advance the runner to cross the plate. And Watanabe will smack one up the middle. Dominguez throw to the plate, not in time. The Royals pick up the walk-off victory for the 3. Shouldn't be much of a surprise. They've played us well, including a couple of years ago in the postseason when they beat us. Hell, Jack Caglione beat us pretty much single-handedly. Judge sends this one deep, and he will give us the lead on the grand salami. 376 feet as he beats his chest. His 8th long ball of the season. As we are about mid-May, so he's about on pace for a 30-35 home run season. Something that isn't done too often by guys of his age, but you never know. He could easily fall off. And as a guy that's 6'7" and 270 plus pounds, maybe that weight might take a toll on him. We shall see. We did pick up the victory. Joey Ortiz pops this one to the right field. I'm going to make the catch. I'm not sure if that's the Joey Ortiz, or it's definitely not Joel Ortiz, the rapper. The Joey Ortiz from Milwaukee. But nonetheless, it won't matter. He gets on it and eventually crosses the plate. And the Phillies, the team we lost to in the World Series 7 or 8 years ago, will take the lead here in this regular season matchup. Dalton Rushing bounces it to second. Bunning will get it to first. Running will advance to third. So can Christopher Morel. Oh my goodness. He took us deep twice in an all-star game, but he won't be able to get one out here. Yeah, and he won the All-Star MVP that year, too, understandably so. Taking Hunter Green and Reggie Smith deep. Got 3 RBIs, and speaking of them, Maurice Robert sends this one to right field, and a likely long ball from him. A catcher best known for his defense. Man, the guys is really riled up out there, okay? I didn't think we had that level of chemistry like that, with all the different personalities, but I guess the captain is really making sure, guys are at least being civil, even if they may not always be bonding. But you can see Maurice right there. First home run of the season. Don't know how many more of those we are going to see. And here in the 10th inning, we strike out some Boston Red Sox, to be honest. As we are going to push ahead through this one. Dominguez, runner on second. And he's going to send this slider deep to right field. Walking off the Red Sox. That shit never gets old. I promise you. It'll never get old beating the snot out of the Red Sox. Yeah, go back to your dugout. Take the bus. I hope you get stuck in traffic going up I-95, my dude. Anyway, Dominguez throws his helmet. And of course, we embrace him at home plate. But shit, anytime we could beat the Red Sox, I will always, holy smokes. Matthew Bruno has a 35-game hit streak? I'm sorry, I just needed to highlight that. As Lee Bunting comes to the dish, a guy who has had his fair share of double-digit game hitting streaks. I think he once got one up to about 20 games. He's just a hitter, man. He's just a hitter. He ain't Ichiro, but he's a hitter. He's just a hitter, man. As Jose Hernandez bounces one into left field just in front of said left fielder, and that'll score a third run for us. Remember, Jose Hernandez. Damn, Bruno's up to 40 games on a hit streak? Well, he might break DiMaggio's record. Got about a little over 2 weeks to do so as Quintero strikes out Judge. Man, a ton of offense, 6 runs to be exact as we pick up yet another victory. Matthew Bruno, a 24-year-old outfielder. Kid's got game, man. 345 average in the season. Just racking up the hits, trying to help the Mets and Juan Soto get to a World Series, something they have not done the entire series. Who's Matthews? Throw to the plate, not going to happen. As a matter of fact, Pickett dropped it. If you take a look at the Athletics, the team who I believe have made the playoffs one time in this series. I don't have the numbers right in front of me as to when they did, but we got a hit streak of our own to preserve. That is Anthony Volpe facing Lionel Sharp. As he rolls over to third, that's not going to be a hit even if he's safe. Jeez Louise. That might be the end of his hit streak unless things continue on. And it is the end of his hit streak. Unfortunately, at 22 games as Lee Bunting smacks this one into the right field. They'll bounce down. One run will score from third, the other from second. The Yankees capture the lead. It is 2-1 in the second. Volpe looking to start another hit streak. Is going to have to wait another AB to do so. Jump ahead to the 6th. Roller to Campbell, Bunting, and then the overthrow is Bunting tried to avoid the spikes of the runner going to second. That happens from time to time. Campbell throw to first to maintain the lead against the division-leading Rays. Jump ahead as Chuyan is unfortunately going to give up a long ball, a 3-run shot as the Rays recaptured the lead. It was 8-7 on Beals. 10th home run of the season. Tampa not known for their power really at any point in their franchise history. They've only had a couple of guys, hit over 40, including in real life Junior Caminero in 2025. But that's not a part of this lore, so I probably shouldn't be talking about it. Down by 1, Pickett will lead off the 9th inning facing Charles O'Connor. And he's going to send a 2-seam fastball deep to left field. It is going to be caught before the wall, and that'll be the first out of the game. Pickett thought he got every bit of that 2-seamer. He didn't quite do so. Fader struggling, 1 for 12 in the series. Finally picks up a hit. And it'll help the Yankees as the game-winning run. Unfortunately, he's going to sit down, but we do have another opportunity. Robert Ullman bounces one up the middle into center, and everybody only move up 1 base. That means the captain's got to come through, but he's not going to be able to do so as he swings through a slider. Tampa Bay picks up the victory and continue to hold on to a decent lead in the division against the Blue Jays. Pickett sends it out to our bullpen. I think Barry Goodman tried to catch that with his right-hand, fortunately. He is a lefty reliever, so glad he didn't try to catch that with his throwing hand. He might have injured it. Really, just don't bother catching it all. Let it bounce through. Like, okay? I'm sure Pickett's got plenty of souvenir baseballs to give you, as he has just been, he's been phenomenal the entire time he has been here at the major leagues for this team since, letting Austin Wells go in free agency. Remember, he is now in Arizona. So Lee Bunning will come in the pinch run for Roderick Arias. And he's going to take off for second. The throw from the catcher, the tag, and they got him on the elbow. Damn it. Bunning has led the league in stolen bases, so I don't blame him for taking the risk, but come on, you got to pick and choose your spots a little better. That catch is pretty damn good. And throw back in the infield, as I love the fact that the Blue Jays are wearing their baby blues. And unfortunately, this game is going to go into extras following this ground out from second to first. In said extra innings, Frederick Dunning rolls one to Volpe, and the throw over to first. Owen Casey is out. I am shocked at the fact that Volpe was able to get it there. Christian Campbell looking to earn his pinstripes, sends it out to right center field to give us the victory and to send the Blue Jays punk asses back home too. Listen, divisional walk-offs are the best against the D-backs. Volpe sends this one to right field, and unfortunately, Justin Henry Malloy will make the catch, as that is Logan Gilbert, one of the starters for Arizona. Pickett will float one into left field as we have taken a West Coast trip here at Chase Field. They continue to play here even after, been over 30 years. Waller to second over to first, and I could have sworn the captain was safe, but I can't challenge it. Damn shame, as Luis Raimo is going to give up a base hit and a run here in the seventh, so he will blown any save or anything of that nature and lost the hold. As we call on Anthony Volpe with the underhand delivery, sends it out the right field, and a diving catch by Justin Henry Malloy. Oh, good God. The throw back to first. You could have walked that one to first and we would have been out. Damn it. Terrible base running from the Yankees. Slade Caldwell hits one up the middle for a base knock.
Left fielder.
Here's Justin Henry Malloy, who actually that wasn't who that was in right field. I have to pay attention to who that might have been Drew Jones. The throw from Pickett, and he got him out of here. We get out of the eighth inning. Got to pay attention to my rosters at this point. I mean, we are 10 years into the future. You're not going to know everybody that's on the teams. And Justin Henry Malloy sends this one deep, the right center field. It might splash in the pool. No, it'll hit the dirt, carry him off the wall. Jones will somehow get it back in without that runner going to third. Kidding me? Quarter in third, even if he ain't the fastest. Ethan Wilson will bounce one in the right field. The throw to the plate, not going to matter. Tie ball game, it is. Two apiece here in the ninth. Caden Wallace will drop down the bunt. Fader not going to go to first and just slap the tag on him. And then throw to second. Dude, you're risking, Volpe not paying attention as Matt McClain, free agent pickup, is going to strike out on the slider. TJ Walt smacks one up the middle. Well, damn, ain't this shades of like frickin' 2001? As the D-backs will walk it off. Drew Jones. I almost called him his father's name. Will walk this game on for the D-backs. Disappointing, but we've got some hope. Hunter Green is coming back off of the injured list. And in his first start, he gets to face the Athletics, who are still playing in Sacramento because I decided not to build them a stadium or download one. As I think there were plenty of issues with Stadium Creator this year, something that I will touch on the Franchise Ain't Dead podcast. Yes, please check out my podcast and I'll tell y'all about it. But Hunter Green is straight mowing down this Athletics lineup. He is already up to 4 strikeouts in 5 outs. Make it 5 strikeouts in 6 outs. Well, no, they're in the 3rd inning. That's his 5th strikeout. My bad. Trey Swigger, unfortunately, can't connect on the high heater. Mind you, this is his first start back from dislocating his shoulder. Did he, soup up his arm or something? Jeez Louise. He is looking like he is ready to strike everybody out. Make it number 8. Rondell Fielder can't hit. That's probably why your last name is Fielder.
For the A's, the designated hitter.
Judge gives him some run support in the 5th. And Jonathan Richard is looking like a Richard as he can't connect on these slurs. 9 strikeouts for Green. Bro, my goodness, make it 10. 10 strikeouts through the 5th inning. Jeez Louise. And, let's not jinx it, but no hit, no walks, 10 strikeouts. And Bryce Matthews bounces it up the middle, and he'll throw him out. Okay, good.
The third baseman, number 7.
Preserve certain things that we will not talk about right this minute. Reginald Preciado will pop this one up, but Hunter Green is going to call off Christian Campbell to make the catch. And yeah, perfect through 5 2/3, making a full 6 as he got out of the inning. Campbell hits a grand slam to give him even more run support. Honestly, I think you should just pull Green. I know he doesn't have any hits given up, any walks given up, none of that good stuff. And shit, I spoke too soon. Jake McCarthy breaks up the perfecto and the no-hitter. Shutout still intact, though.
The batter, number 3.
Don't look too disappointed, Hunter. I know you were on a roll, but, like, come on. Rondell Fielder will float one to right field. And that'll be the first out of the 7th. And Stewart hits this one into the right field gap. This one might score. Fielder from first. Coming around is Fielder. The throw. It is not in time. So in about 2 or 3 batters, we have given up the perfecto, the no-hitter. We still win the game, which is most important. Green goes 7 innings. Maurice Robert against the L.A. Dodgers. Floats one in the left field. Zaire Hope dives for it and can't make the catch. Oh, he is grimacing in pain. I am surprised he even got, I think the adrenaline got to him. He is dealing with an ankle injury. It does not look good. Kendall George will replace him in left field. This is not the same Dodgers lineup that went to World Series in 2020, 24, 26, in this series in 26. As the Dodgers actually are not even playing all that well, given those projections. They are suggesting they will not make the playoffs this year. I don't think they'll miss the playoffs. As Jones trips in the outfield, and that'll cause a runner to advance another base. I don't know how he had the wherewithal to know about that, but Torkelson will float one to center. Jones will make the catch and then do a full gainer to throw it to the plate. Not going to happen. Ooh, so close on the throw. Here's Cameron Grady, no relation to Ryan, bounces it 5-4-3 as a matter of fact. That is a double play. Next up is Posado, and he will unfortunately strike out wearing Shohei Ohtani's old number. Ohtani is a free agent, but he is mulling retirement at this point. And then runner Kendall George will take second. And Torkelson will roll one in the right field. Jose Hernandez comes up throwing, and it is a throw almost on the money. Runner will stay put at third. Nobody out. Curtis Mead pops this one up the right field. Lee Bunning is going to make the catch. Remember, he is a second baseman now. And makes the catch. He does occasionally play in the outfield. But Vivas bounces this one to left field for a single. And you know what? I'm glad you're still playing baseball because we just couldn't find a spot for him here on a major league team. With Volpe playing well throughout the entire duration of this, the ball bounces off the glove of Jones as the runner is stuck on second, but they will advance to third. That could have been a run
now batting
if the third base coach had seen that ball bouncing off his glove sooner. A bunt attempt by Bunting. What are you doing? Why are you covering? Why are you covering first? You now play second. It's hit to second. You should be fielding that and then throwing somebody out. What the hell is up with the fielding around here? Bunting the first, and nobody is out yet again. Yo, what the hell are we doing? We're about to blow this game against the freaking Dodgers. I mean, this ain't the World Series, but damn. A double play attempt. We still can't get out of the inning. What is going on? Josue De Paula is holding his hand. It doesn't look good for his right hand as he slid into second, and his hand was behind his back somehow. And yeah, he's now injured. Hopefully nothing serious for him, because I don't wish harm to anybody. The throw from Fader to the plate, and that man is out of here. And we finally get out of the ninth inning as Ryan Grady sarcastically fist punched him. Losing that one, Jose Hernandez hits a grand slam deep to left field. 423 feet. Yeah, you got to hit him a little deeper out here in the majors, my guy. That's his 5th home run, as a matter of fact. You know, couldn't just have him languishing in the minors. I know some people wanted me to call him up earlier in his career, like not too long after I drafted him. And we do pick up the victory off 2 Pickett home runs and a Volpe long ball, 12-3. And it's now time for the draft. And to be completely honest with you, you are never going to see any of these players. Jorge Lucero drafted as a closer, just because this series is not going beyond this 2034 series. As of the time of this recording, MLB the Show 26 will be out in 2 weeks. And one, I haven't finished with this series yet in terms of videos. Hint, hint. And I also haven't chose what team I'm going to choose, as Mark Schofield is picked in the 3rd round, as we lost a 2nd round pick due to signing Roki Sasaki. He looks pretty solid. Maybe I might do a long-term sim following whether we make the playoffs or not. You never know. Chris Coppola was drafted next. Nobody discovered him. He seems to be a solid arm out of the pen. Like the pitch mix that he throws. Cutter, changeup, curveball, could use another breaking ball or fastball. Stephen Cortez is next in the 5th round. Has pretty good upside as far as hits and Ks per night are concerned. Throws a fastball, changeup, curveball, and a 2-seamer. Can run it up to 100 miles an hour. Michael Pace is next, another middle infielder to go along with Schofield. Pace plays short, second, and third. He is a defense and speed kind of guy, though he ain't the fastest. He definitely has plenty of time to work on his bat game. He's only 19 years old. We jump back into some action. The last game before the All-Star break, Jose Hernandez coming up clutch yet again against these Blue Jays. This time not a grand slam, but it is a RBI. He's really ingratiating himself into the Yankee lineup. As Judge smacks this one into right field. Holy smokes, the throwback in was pretty offline. As Judge has since surpassed Ken Griffey Jr. for the 7th most home runs all time. He did so against the Athletics the day after. No, actually, the day of Hunter Greene returning. Here is the captain once more, and cracks one up the middle off the Joaquin Becerra for yet another base hit in his career. He's well over almost at 2,500 hits in his Yankee career. Fader bounce one in the right field, left, and that will give us the walk-off victory as Oman crosses the plate to score. So we end the first half-ish of the season with a victory. See where we sit in the standings. So take a look. Oh, son of a bitch. Reggie Smith got hurt. This is a bad time for him to get hurt. Come on. We'll throw him on the 60-day.
Welcome to the Home Run Derby. 8 hitters will battle. Only 4 will advance. In the first round, the contestants will have 3 minutes to hit as many home runs as possible. Now batting, number 28,
Christian Campbell of our New York Yankees is going to participate, and we'll see how things play out. Campbell already up to 4 homers, sends this one out to right center, and it just misses. Getting out of here, Campbell, this time to straightaway center.
God, that hit the batter's eye.
That's home run number 5. Campbell pulls this one down the left field line.
Oh, that's a monster home run.
It's out of here at 330
seconds left.
And he pulls this one a little bit too far. Tampa hosting the All-Star game for the first time ever. I am a little shocked.
No question about that one.
You know, back in 2024, given the 2023, was it 23 or 24? 24. Given the issues with the Trop following a hurricane, it took him a while to get into the Trop.
Home run number 8.
And, you know, I guess Major League Baseball wanted to wait to see if they would hold things together in terms of the Trop. They have reinforced that roof. Whether they get a new stadium or not is up in the air.
Make it 9 home runs.
Campbell hits home run number 9. Yeah. Congratulations to Tampa getting the home run derby.
No doubt about that one.
All-Star game in their 37-year history. I had to think back. As, man, Campbell is just missing a lot of these balls that should have just gotten out. It's a home run derby. Sends it to straight center and 425.
Over
He's hit several of them out there to dead
425
center.
feet. And that'll get him. And
He pulls this one
extra
down
out.
the left field. No. He hits it the other way. I mean, the good thing is he at least has the wherewithal to send balls not just to left, but to right and to center as he sees fit. But I'm not sure if 11 is going to be enough to advance him. And it is not. The final is Tyler Soderstrom of the Phillies and Johnny Fransky, the reigning NL MVP.
And now, the challenger in this championship round
39 last year in the regular
Cincinnati
season.
Reds, number 15.
And he smokes
Johnny
this one to right field.
Fransky.
He's the reigning home run derby champion, and he looks like he is about to do it again. Sends it to the
That
porch
one
center.
out
It is
of
out of
here,
here.
off the
438.
batter's eye.
Fransky, a member of the Cincinnati Reds, and he floats this one to left field. It is, just short, going over that short wall. He hits one about the same direction. This time with a little bit
Another
more
home
field
run.
behind it, 385 feet. He sends this one to straight away center, and not out of here. A little surprise. Hit off the top of the wall. Fransky pulls this one hard. The other way, can't get it to go. And then hits it again the other way. We find out he is just taking
Out
it
of here. That's his 4th home run. Just 1 minute remaining.
He is, the funny thing is, he is not squaring these up by any means. He's still able to get them out, but it's only up to 4. He's got less than a minute to go. Can he get the 3 he needs to tie it, or hell, the 4 to win as he pulls this one to right field? He's definitely got this one out of here. That's
That's a monster home run.
411 feet. He needs 3 more in about 35 seconds. Pulls this one to right
30
and just
seconds left.
foul, hitting the orange of the Tropicana sign. And he pulls this one again. This time the right center. Oh, what? That didn't get out? Are you kidding me? 20 seconds remaining. He needs 3, and I don't know if he's going to do it. That one is also short. Fransky pulls this one to right. He got that one. Are you kidding me? It carried off the... Oh, my goodness. I heard the clang. He pulls this one to right. It is
The bonus
foul.
round has begun.
But he's got bonus time. Okay. He gets 4 outs, and he is going to put this one out. That's number 6. He should have this one in the bag, except he might not have gotten all of this one. This one almost hits the catwalk, and wow, still makes it to straight away center, but not out. Pulls this one to right field. It is off the wall. 2 outs remaining. This pitch high and away. He sends it by pulling it, and another one hitting the warning track. Fransky pulls this one foul, and Tyler Soderstrom is your 2034
Ladies and
home
gentlemen,
run derby champion.
home run
Fransky
derby
had about
champion,
1 million opportunities
Tyler
and is the more powerful hitter
Soderstrom.
given the career numbers, and he's a much younger player. Like, I would have thought he would have won this one, but Tyler Soderstrom with 41 homers wins the home run derby. All right, as far as the All-Star game, we don't have a single Yankee. I mean, Reggie Smith and Hunter Green both missed time. Roki Sasaki has not been bad, but, just not good to be the All-Star starter. Grady, 6 years in a row, the closer for the American League. tying a certain other Yankee closer for the most consecutive years, making it to the All-Star game as a closer. Christian Campbell makes it, having a very good season. 22 homers, 69 RBI, very nice. 263 average. And honestly, this has been his best season so far, and we ain't even done yet. We've only got through maybe 100 games. 3 consecutive years as an All-Star. National League beats the American League. You know these don't matter in the long run because home field advantage in the World Series is not a part of it, which kind of sucks still. Volpe, as we face former pitcher Jack Johnson in our first round pick of the series. And Jack Johnson gets taken deep. Damn it. It's been a rough go for him. Not just here in New York. I mean, granted, the pressure of New York is different. Couldn't exactly hold up as a starter for us. We sent him in the Hunter Green deal, and damn, he's being pulled after seeing him after one pitch. He's like a 4A marginal starter kind of guy at this point, despite the high potential. I think he's like 30, maybe 30 at this point. Cam Collier will float one to left field. Dominguez can't come up with the catch. Here in the 9th inning, that'll score 1. Dominguez has to run all the way to the wall, and Collier is actually going to stay put at second. I thought he could have advanced to third, giving this team the opportunity to pick up the victory. Luciano smacks this one to Dominguez in left field again. He can't come up with the catch. Runner Collier scores from second. Luciano at second himself. That is a double for Matthew Nielsen. Bounces it to Grady. Grady tosses it to third. Everybody is safe, despite Campbell putting in some hell of effort to get it first. Oh, as you see, the Rays are 3.5 games up on the Orioles. We sit in third place in our own division. Bouncer to third. Oh, I thought Estrella might have walked it off on a little BS hit. And he does anyway. Goodness gracious. Grady blows the save on the first game back following the first half of the season being damn shame. As Hunter Green is now going to get a start against his former squad. Didn't do so. Never mind. What happened? Like, why didn't I at least get a chance to pitch with Hunter Green? He went 2 2/3 innings, giving up 7 hits and didn't strike out anybody. All right, fair enough. All right, we're facing the San Diego Padres, who are 56-48 in the National League West. As Volpe sends this one to left field, it bounces off the Boys and Girls Club of America sign. That'll score 2. It is 2-0 as we face Andres Vega Ramos, a pitcher I wanted to take, but in the year in which he was drafted, the Padres had the pick before us. It happens, man. It happens. I'm still salty about it as Jackson Merrill gets on safely. Ullman gets hit in the shoulder blade, and in the process of falling, his hand is hurting. His left hand is hurting. So we're going to replace Ullman with Jose Hernandez, who's going to get some more playing time.
The first baseman, number 33.
Prove himself as a major leaguer. He's been good. As Kevin Fader floats this one into center field. That should score the runner from third. Tagging up the throw from there. The tag by Salas, not in time. Yes, Ethan Salas, who I think is 18 in real life. Arias floats one to left center. It is going to bounce down. Runner will come around the score from third. It is 5-3 Yankees. Turns out Robert Ullman has a bruised hand, so he won't be out for long. But Dominguez will, suffering a sprained ACL on the same ACL that he tore a couple of years ago. Only be out 2 weeks. And this, I'm going to make a trade. Kevin Fader is not playing the best. And let's be honest, Johnny Fransky is cemented as the first baseman for the Cincinnati Reds, with Salvatore Ramirez just chilling at 22 at the major leagues. Too good for AAA. I guess not bad enough or not good enough to start. So I'm going to make the move for him. I know we just signed Fader over a year ago, but Ramirez has something. He's a switch hitter. And some pop, as you saw. 85 power against righties. Can definitely hit lefties also. Fader, again, not playing the best. His contract's not too crazy. I could see Cincinnati taking this deal. We also threw in some sweeteners in Hayden Rivera, who is a B potential starter. I know I'm making another trade with the Cincinnati Reds, but whatever. Does not give up the long ball very much. And Ozzie Casillas, turns out the Reds will take that deal. This might not be a thing in MLB the Show 26. Check out my breakdown of the franchise stream. It is, I believe, in the live stream. Playlist. Adios bounces this one in the left field against Justin Wroblewski as Volpe smacks this one in the right field. It'll bounce fair and into the corner. One run will score, and a second is not coming around to score. The throw to the plate, I think he would have made it. Volpe's hit streak up to 12 games. Campbell smacks this one in the right field. It'll bounce down. The Yankees are going to pick up the victory against the Troutless LA Angels. Mike Trout retiring in the offseason. Sad that the Angels could never get him to a playoff, other than the one time they did. As you can see, we are up to 8 straight wins. Cooking here in the summer. Barbecuing teams. And looking like we might do another here to the Minnesota Twins, who have not made the playoffs in what feels like 7 seasons. As Salvatore Ramirez, we welcome you to NY. He did get his first hit as a Yankee. Previously, it was a home run. Kalen Culpepper, sacrifice fly, the throw and the tag. Good throw by Spencer Jones out in center. Campbell bounces one past Rocky Abbott's legs, and that'll give us the lead 4-3 here in the 5th inning. We would end up winning that ball game as Arias facing Omar Tejada. And that is a bases-loaded situation for the Yankees here against the Mets. Possibly the last time you will see Aaron Judge play against the Mets unless it's a World Series. Jose Hernandez with his 2nd grand slam of the season. His 8th long ball of the year. I think the 23-year-old is ready for the big time. I don't think I can send him back down. As he's just dapped up by the captain. As he brings him across the score. Nick Morabito hits this one to straightaway center. Jones will make the catch. Runner from third, gonna tag, and they should easily score, and they will. It is 4-3 Yankees. And this is probably the last time we will see Juan Soto. He's had a phenomenal career. He's been a Hall of Famer since, before he became a freaking Met. Continues to play at a very high level, the 286 average, and continues to slap baseballs around like they are his bitch. Jump ahead, Tristan Casas. And yet another team is somebody's first baseman, unfortunately, strike out in this situation. And Ryan Grady looks to pick up the save here against the Mets. Up 4-3, Mark Vientos at the dish. Former home run champion sends this one out to left field just inside the foul pole. Mark Vientos. Home run number 300 for his career. He's been really good. The problem is we just haven't seen him, but he's been really good the entire time in this series. I believe he has a batting title to his name as well. And De La Cruz hits this one to right field. Hernandez backing up is going to make the catch. And that'll send the former MLB the Show 25 cover man back to the dugout. Bruno, who had, I really wish they kept track of guys' hitting streaks. I'm going to say it ended at 40. It could have been to 41. I would have to really deep dive and look back to see what he has done. Nonetheless, Dominguez gets on with one away of DJ Erz from the Washington National as Pickett smacks one in the left field. Now advancing the base. And unfortunately couldn't make anything of it. De La Cruz floats this one to left field into the gap. Dominguez can't come up with it. Runner will come around to score from second. As De La Cruz comes through this time despite not hitting it out either time. It happens like that sometimes. A RBI triple for De La Cruz as we look to tie the ball game. Bouncer up the middle, into center. The throw, no. We're not going to run on that man's arm. They have a crazy arm. I believe that is Nick Morabito. Here's Campbell. Smacks this one to straightaway center. This should be an easy sacrifice. Runner from third will tag and score. We are back to a tie ball game here in the 11th inning. Campbell coming through, even though it wasn't a base hit, he would gladly take it. Here's Jason Dominguez. And the pitch gets away from the catcher. Despite Ray Reyes being one of the better relievers, his control isn't always there. Sean Murphy can't come up with it. As Dominguez unfortunately chases high. He had no business swinging it. Come on, my dude. So we're going to ask James Pickett to win this one. Okay, never mind. Mets manager had other thoughts. They don't want to face. You don't want to face James Pickett, but you want to face the captain. The hell is wrong with you? Bounces this one to third. They'll go to second. Okay, smart managerial decision. I guess, because it played out in your favor. Jump ahead to the 12th. Roller up the middle. De La Cruz gets it, tosses it to first, gets the second out. Couldn't capitalize as Mark Vientos bounces this one in the left field. It'll bounce down. Vientos responsible for the tying and a go-ahead run in the same game. Jones will bounce this second to first against Ruben Diaz, not the Bronx Borough president, or probably his future offspring, also named Ruben Diaz. Hits this one to left field, and unfortunately, it is a wall scraper, and we end up losing this one 6-5. Jump ahead to the next game in the series. Dominguez says, I got you, bro. I got you. Says this one to straightaway center. Off of Brandon Sproat, 413. Long feet out there for his 13th home run of the season. You know I had to show this most of the series against the Mets as we beat the ever-loving snot out of them and send them on the train like we just pickpocketed them. Okay, that was crazy. I ain't never did that in my life. Oh, Aaron Judge hits this one over Jack Caglioni's head. And damn it, them 41-year-old legs don't move like they did back in Houston on the opening day. So it'll only be a single, unfortunately. As Arias will bounce this one to second. Running throw going the other way. And oh, man, the overthrow by, is that Bobby Witt or is that someone else? Oh, we will never know. Bouncer by Hernandez to first, and through 8, it is still tied at 6-6. Jump ahead to the 9th as we are going to extras now as Barrow cannot get it past Christian Campbell. Volpe, Jones, and Campbell start off the bottom. Being as this is the last series of the season, and Aaron Judge is unfortunately relegated to batting number 7 in the lineup, we could have seen Aaron Judge here at home for the last time in a regular season capacity. Jones wanted to give him the win. Muscles a slide to left field. And he will represent the game-winning run as Christian Campbell comes up a triple shy of the, no, sorry, that's not a triple shy of the cycle. He's got 2 home runs in a single. Bounces one to second. Over to Witt. Back to first. And, well, at least we'll get to see Aaron Judge maybe one more time. In the 10th, Jay Clem bounces one in the right field. Hernandez gets it and then rolls over onto the outfield grass. That'll unfortunately cost us a run. It is 7-6. As Oakley is a triple shy of the cycle. He has hit one before against us. Unfortunately, that changeup will be a generous call by ABS system as Bobby Witt bounces it to Campbell. Campbell goes to Arias. Arias to first. We will have an opportunity to win it in the 10th as Omen bounces it on the ground to third, and unfortunately he would be the first out and will not advance to second. Here's Pickett, who is 2 for 7 in this series. Again, we're looking to get a victory something that the Yankees
Now
did
batting,
at
first
the end of
baseman,
Derek Jeter's career. Unfortunately, Brian Cashman didn't build us a good enough team to have us make the playoffs that year. Salvatore Ramirez would be up next, but this ball is going to be popped up, and Judge will have to stand there on the on-deck circle and wait to possibly never see another Yankee game again. I'm kidding. We're in the playoffs. Who am I kidding? We ended up in a wild card spot. We're doing the series in this. Tampa has the #1 seed. Yankees will be taking on the Orioles, who have the 5 seed, whatever the other wild card is. White Sox will take on the Rangers. Braves will take on the Cubs. D-backs will take on the Rockies. Rays, Tigers, Mets, and Pirates all have first round byes. Sam Becker leads the league in wins. Campbell leads in home runs and doubles and RBI. Judge is 41. What will his possible last postseason be like? Find out in the next episode. I'll let y'all later.